You know, Chuck, I thought we were doing a TV show about the internet. And you go and make this open, and it's Starsky and Hutch with two old guys. It's the goofiest thing I ever saw.
I'm in Durham, North Carolina for a Durham Bulls game. I'm in town to speak at a library conference at Duke University. And while I'm here, I'm going to play a visit to the Raleigh News and Observer, which is a major internet service provider. Let's see what they're up to.
It says, "Dear Richard, thank you for the lovely flatware. Callista and I will use it happily. And think of your kindness, the 1 tablespoon I gave them. Your friend, Newt."
That is actually kind of amazing.
So the web is a wonderful place, and if you want to get an autograph of a famous person for $20, here's the technique. As Chuck said, we have these sort of 3 broad categories of uses of the net. Under the category of communications is sort of the first application that people have exposure to, and that's electronic mail. But we're going to hang up the phone and we're going to use See You, See Me now. So here goes. Well, we seem to have pretty good sound coming this end. How am I coming through on your end?
Oh, there's a lag time of a few seconds, but you're coming through loud and clear.
Great. Do you support the Exxon bill, or do you support something like parental advisories?
No, I don't think parental advisories do much good because the kids are operating computers without their parents.
What's going on here?
We're building a strip mall.
But we live here.
Tell it to the Supreme Court.
Vote yes on Proposal 4 to restore homeowners' rights.
Last month I was off in Boston for the 4th Annual World Wide Web Conference, and I had the opportunity to talk to the inventor of the World Wide Web, Tim Berners-Lee, and I asked him a little bit about where are we going with this web stuff. And we have just a little bit of footage from Tim telling us where that's going to be.
You didn't see nothing yet, but you wait until people assume the web. When the web becomes something you can assume, when the infrastructure is all laid down, when we have an information space, then it will be time for the next revolution, and who knows what that will be.
It's hard to imagine a greater revolution than what we've seen. I mean, I go to the smallest places and everybody's putting up a web page.
Right, but the web could only take place, the web revolution could only take place because the internet, which had been a quieter, smaller revolution, but that had been the internet itself quietly being deployed throughout the world.
Yes. Well, what's this, Amy?
By the way, I'm the director and producer, Amy. Well, as you guys know, we have this really, really cool way of getting the internet out to people at a really cool speed. In fact, we got ultimate speed.
Ultimate speed.
Cool.
TCI Met
That's our thing. That's our gadget here.
That's it.
This is TCI Met right there. Oh.
Pretty awesome. And this.
There you go. And this is my present.
Pour
You
moi?
guys, you guys have presents. Actually, I can't say it's actually my present. It's TCI's present to you.
Well, thank you. This
All
looks
right.
nice and large. It would look like it might fit. Actually.
Actually, I need a 3XL right now, but
That is
sorry to interrupt.
beauty.
Okay. Keep rolling.
Greetings from Alabama. We're going to see if we can listen to the MSU football game as carried over real audio through the services of AudioNet. Let's see what happens. It's launching the real audio player. This is over a 14.4 modem. And let's see what happens.
3rd and 6, 20-17, Michigan State. This is the Michigan State Radio Network.
It works. Next little artifact I've got is something that my girlfriend got me for Christmas. And we're going to make a few nice copies of this. This is a caricature. Well, actually, I don't guess it is a caricature. It looks just like you. Of us on the show, and you can see the license plate and everything else.
That was when I used to not have hair, I think is when that was made. So. It's pretty cool.
It looks a little like us, don't you think?
Yeah, it does, actually. It's really good. It's really good.
They shipped steaks packed on dry ice.
Yep.
And so you open up this styrofoam container, and you take out the steaks, but also in the container is an America Online starter disc, frozen.
Frozen? Did it work? Or do you have to put it in your microwave for a while?
We don't use this to get to America Online. We use it as a spare floppy, but
yeah.
Wherever you go, you can't avoid these people. I think it's the next alien invasion or something.
Exactly.
We're going to see an interview I conducted in Seattle with Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon.com.
Well, 3 years ago, I was in New York City working for a quantitative hedge fund when I came across the startling statistic that web usage was growing at 2,300% a year. So I decided I would try and find a business plan that made sense in the context of that growth. And and I picked books as the first best product to sell online.
Can you explain why satellite and VPN won't work? Guys?
Well, I've talked a lot, Rich. You can give this one a shot. Or do you want to?
Chuck's trying to set me up. I can think of a couple of reasons. It depends on which kind of satellite service you've got. If you've got the so-called telco return service, and it's coming down from the bird but going back over a phone line, I can see that as a big bottleneck for you. And then also there's some characteristics of satellite in terms of the speed of light and how high up the satellites are, and sort of the latency that's inherent in moving packets around. So what's your theory, Charles?
That's exactly it. When you're using a VPN, it chops everything.
From broadband to wireless, spam to home networking, Chuck and Rich cover internet issues with expertise and a sense of humor. Their award-winning TV show, Internet TCI, reached 1 million homes. Subsequent shows include Nothing But Net and North Coast Digital. Rich Wiggins wrote one of the first internet books, and he writes about the internet for major publications. He's lectured about the internet at dozens of conferences internationally. Whether it's television, books, magazine articles, or their regular appearance as technology experts on the local NPR affiliate public radio station, Chuck and Rich are devoted to making computers and the internet accessible to everyone.
I've gotten in touch with a number of authors of internet books, and I've said, hey, we're doing this wonderful TV show, and we want to have on our shelves behind us, we want to have some of your books. And so the deal I've made with these folks is if you'll send us a book and write us a little note, then we'll hold it up and tell people about the book. So a friend of mine, Jean Armour Polly, has written a book for folks who are concerned about finding good information for their kids on the net. And so we have this sort of kids internet yellow pages, and let's see what sort of...
Did she sign it?
Well, yes, indeed, she says. To Rich and Chuck, much success with Nothing But Net. Don't postpone joy.